Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. I'm Emma, and I'm here with Max.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Today, we'll talk about how to master English in less time. Learning a new language can feel hard, but there are ways to make it faster and easier.
That's right. You don't need years and years to learn English well. With some tips, you can learn faster and still enjoy the process.
First, let's talk about something very important, your mindset. If you think English is too hard or I will never learn, it slows you down. Instead, think I can do this or every day, I'm getting better.
That's so true. Your attitude makes a big difference. If you enjoy learning, you will improve much faster. Try to see mistakes as good things they mean you're learning.
Yes, now let's look at one powerful way to learn faster, setting goals. Goals help you focus. For example, don't just say, I want to learn English. Instead, say, I want to learn 10 new words this week. Or, I want to practice speaking for 15 minutes every day.
Small goals are great because they're easy to reach. And when you reach a goal, you feel proud and want to keep going.
Exactly. Another tip is to learn English that's useful for you. Think about why you want to learn English. Do you need it for work, travel, or school? Focus on the words and sentences you will use the most.
For example, if you love traveling, learn how to ask for directions, order food, or book a hotel. If you need English for work, learn words about your job.
That's a great idea. And here's another. Spend time with English every day, even if it's just a little. You don't need hours. 15 to 30 minutes is enough.
Right. It's like exercise. If you exercise a little every day, you get stronger. If you practice English a little every day, you get better.
And don't forget to listen to English. Listen to songs, podcasts, or videos. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is learning.
Yes, listening helps you learn how words sound and how people speak. It also helps with pronunciation.
Speaking of pronunciation, practice speaking as much as you can. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Talk to yourself, talk to a friend, or talk to a language partner online.
You can also try repeating what you hear in English videos. Pause the video and repeat the sentence. This helps your speaking and listening at the same time.
That's a fun way to practice. Another tip is to use flashcards. Write a word on one side of a card and the meaning, or a picture on the other side. Test yourself often.
Flashcards are great because they're simple and quick. You can carry them with you and study anywhere on the bus, in line, or during a break.
And don't forget to read in English. Read books, articles, or even the back of a cereal box. Reading helps you learn new words and understand how sentences work.
Start with easy books or stories. There are many books written for English learners. You'll feel great when you finish a whole book in English.
Yes, reading is a great way to improve. So remember, think positive, set goals, use English daily, listen, speak, and read. These simple habits can help you learn English much faster.
And they make learning more fun, too. What do you think, Emma? Should we dive deeper into more tips?
Absolutely. Let's keep going. There's so much more to share about mastering English in less time.
So let's keep talking about how to master English in less time. One thing I really believe in is making English part of your life. If English is around you every day, it feels natural, not like something you have to study.
That's such a good point, Max. How do you think someone can do that?
Well, for example, change your phone or computer settings to English. Every time you use your device, you'll see English words. It's a simple way to learn new vocabulary without even trying.
I love that idea. And you can do the same with social media. Follow pages or accounts that post in English. You'll see English in your feed every day, and it's often fun, like memes, pictures, or short videos.
Yes, and speaking of fun, learning doesn't have to feel serious all the time. You can watch movies, TV shows, or even cartoons in English. Choose something you enjoy and use subtitles if you need them.
That's true. Watching something fun makes it easier to stay focused. You're learning, but it doesn't feel like studying. And you can pick up real, everyday language that people use.
Exactly, you'll hear how people really talk, like slang, common phrases, and different accents.
Oh, accents are so interesting. Listening to different accents helps you understand English speakers from all over the world.
It really does. Another thing that helps is music. Listen to songs in English. Try to sing along, even if it's not perfect. It's great for pronunciation and rhythm.
Yes, and music makes words stick in your brain. If you hear a song many times, you'll remember the lyrics, which means you're learning words and sentences without trying too hard.
Here's another tip: write in English every day. It doesn't have to be long, maybe just a few sentences. You can write about your day, your plans, or even your thoughts.
That's a great idea. Writing helps you practice spelling, grammar, and sentence structure. And over time, it gets easier.
And if you're not sure about something you wrote, you can use tools like grammar checkers or even ask a teacher or friend to help.
That reminds me, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you don't understand something, it's okay to ask. Most people are happy to explain.
Absolutely. Asking questions is part of learning. And speaking of people, finding someone to practice with is so helpful.
Yes, like a language partner. It could be a friend, a teacher, or even someone online. There are websites and apps where you can find people who want to practice English with you.
When you talk to someone, you're not just practicing English, you're also building confidence. The more you speak, the less nervous you'll feel.
And if you don't have anyone to talk to, don't worry. You can still practice speaking by yourself.
That's true. You can try talking to yourself in the mirror or recording your voice. It might feel a little strange at first, but it's great practice.
Yes, and when you listen to your recordings, you can hear what sounds good and what needs a bit of work.
Another idea is to read out loud. Take a book or an article and read it aloud. It helps you practice pronunciation and fluency.
That's one of my favorite tips. It's simple, but it works so well. And while we're talking about reading, don't forget to learn phrases, not just single words.
Right. Phrases help you sound more natural. Instead of learn go to the store or go out with friends. These are things you'll actually say.
Exactly. And another way to learn phrases is by listening to how people speak in real life. If you can, try to spend time where people are speaking English, like a cafe or a park.
Even if you're just listening and not talking, it's great practice. It helps you understand the flow of conversation and common expressions.
And if you can join the conversation, that's even better. Start small, maybe say hello or thank you.
Small steps are so important. Every little bit of practice helps you get better.
That's so true. And let's not forget one more thing. Reward yourself. When you reach a goal, like learning 20 new words or speaking with someone in English, celebrate it.
Yes, rewards keep you motivated. Learning English is a big journey, so it's important to enjoy the progress you make.
Absolutely. And there are so many more ways to make your journey faster and more fun. Let's keep exploring them.
Let's dive back in. One thing I think is really powerful for mastering English in less time is creating routines. When you do something every day at the same time, it becomes a habit, and habits make learning easier.
That's such a good point, Max. A routine helps you stay consistent. What kind of routines do you think work best for learning English?
Well, it depends on your day, but even 20 minutes can make a big difference. For example, in the morning, you could listen to an English podcast or watch a short video while you're having breakfast.
That's a great way to start the day. And in the evening, you could spend a few minutes reviewing new words or writing in a journal about what you did that day.
Yes, and if you're busy, you can still use small pockets of time. Like, if you're waiting for a bus or walking, listen to English.
That's a smart idea. Even 5 or 10 minutes adds up if you do it every day. And I think it's important to mix things up so you don't get bored.
Definitely. For example, one day you can focus on listening, another day on speaking, and another on reading. Keeping it fresh makes it more fun.
And speaking of fun, let's not forget games. There are so many apps and games for learning English. They're not only helpful, but also entertaining.
Yes, games can help you learn vocabulary, grammar, and even pronunciation. Plus, they feel less like studying and more like playing.
Another thing I find helpful is visualization. Imagine yourself speaking English confidently. Picture yourself in a situation, maybe giving directions or ordering food, and imagine it going really well.
That's such a good tip. When you visualize success, it builds your confidence. And confidence is key to learning faster.
Absolutely, and confidence grows when you celebrate small wins. For example, if you understand a sentence in a movie or have a short conversation, tell yourself, "I did it."
Yes, every step counts. Another way to speed up learning is by focusing on common words. Did you know that just 1,000 words cover most of what people say in daily life?
That's true. If you focus on the most common words first, you'll understand more of what you hear and read.
And when you're learning new words, don't just memorize them. Try to use them in sentences or conversations. The more you use a word, the better you'll remember it.
Exactly. And here's another tip. Connect English to your hobbies. For example, if you like cooking, watch cooking videos in English or read recipes.
That's a great idea. If you enjoy sports, watch sports commentary or read about your favorite team in English. It makes learning feel personal and exciting.
And don't forget to track your progress. Write down the things you've learned, like new words, phrases, or grammar rules. When you look back, you'll see how far you've come.
That's so motivating. It reminds you that every effort counts, even the small ones. And if you ever feel stuck, remember to take a break and come back fresh.
Yes, breaks are important. Learning English faster doesn't mean you have to work all the time. Rest helps your brain process what you've learned.
And while resting, your brain is still working. It's organizing all the new information, even when you're not thinking about it.
That's so true. And remember, everyone learns at their own speed. Comparing yourself to others can make you feel frustrated. Focus on your own journey.
Exactly. Your journey is unique, and as long as you're moving forward, you're doing great.
One last thing I want to add is gratitude. Be thankful for what you've already learned. It helps you stay positive and excited to learn more.
I love that. When you enjoy the process and stay positive, learning feels less like a chore and more like an adventure.
Yes, so to all our listeners, keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, you're doing an amazing job.
And that's all for today's podcast. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your family and friends.
Thank you so much for listening. We're so proud of you for working on your English. Keep going, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.